Hello, we're still at the Spiel 2013 in Essen. I'm with Joel from IPR, and he wants to talk to you about his game, Call of Catthulhu. Hello, Joel.
Hello, Janine. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
So, how did you come across the idea for Call of Catthulhu?
Well, I have had the privilege of knowing many extraordinary cats, and I'm a big fan of H.P. Lovecraft and the Cthulhu mythos in general. And I was talking with a girlfriend of mine one night, and just it all came together in my head. And I've been writing role-playing games and games in general for more than 20 years now. So I spun together a lot of ideas about a lightweight introductory role-playing game. It's designed to appeal to people who don't want to read a 300-page rule book with lots of equipment lists and things in it. Very fast-playing, simple. And the key is that you get to play the characters, the player characters are ordinary cats. And they are in a world where humans are ignorant of the fact that all the other animals in the world have chaotic gods that want to overthrow civilization. So it's similar to a Call of Cthulhu setting, Sandy Peterson's role-playing game, where the Lovecraft gods are trying to destroy the world, or at least indifferently will bring that about. But it's much lighter in tone. All of the Lovecraft deities have been reinterpreted in a slightly humorous animal form, almost like a parody of Cthulhu. So the cats have to find out what the conspiracies of the animal cultists are and thwart them without the humans ever finding out.
That sounds very fun. Right now you only have a little booklet, but you're planning to do a deluxe version. What can you tell us about that?
Well, yes, that's right. We premiered the game at Gen Con in the US this past August. A very small 24-page simple system outlining the world. Sold out at Gen Con. Had a special inexpensive Essen copy printed and brought that edition here, and we're selling out of that as well. And starting on October 30th, just 5 days from now, we're going to launch a Kickstarter to raise the funds for a deluxe edition, which is going to be lots of fun rewards like getting your cat into the book and cat dice and getting miniatures and all kinds of things. And we're going to expand on the original game, but we're not going to make it more complicated. It's going to remain an introductory level of complexity, but you will have a lot more chaos gods and rituals and 30 different types of cats you can play. And just all the fun stuff, the world stuff, will be expanded on. So we're really looking forward to that. And we'll bring that out in 2014.
That sounds very good as well. So you're here for IPR, so you have other products from Lembersium, don't you?
Yes, I was fortunate to be able to work with Indie Press Revolution, which is a big distributor in the United States of role-playing games that don't come from giant companies. So I brought a number of games from my fellow designers, and I'm also in the Independent Game Developer Network. So I have some games from some friends of mine here who are really doing cutting-edge things with storytelling games and games without a game master, where it's all about the characters. Interesting stuff. So it all came together nicely. I was able to bring a variety of product, show my Cthulhu to the attendees of Essen, and have some other things here for people who are interested in them as well.
Can you tell us something about his other products?
Sure. We have the Fate core system is probably the best known of the games that we have here. Fate is a fudge-based system, but very detailed in terms of you can create your character in a number of different ways, and you use the fudge dice to resolve. People who are familiar with that, it's a relatively simple system. But the Fate core rules is a big book with lots of options in it. And they also brought out the Fate Accelerated book, which is also a complete set of rules, but very streamlined, very slimmed down. So we have both versions of the rules here. That's probably the best known one. We also have the new Spark role-playing game from Jason Peter. Very interesting. It's about creating an epic history based on, again, without a game master, how the characters interact. Very detailed. Seems to be popular. We have Our Last Best Hope from Magpie Games. That's one of their games where you're basically recreating a movie, in this case a disaster movie about the end of the world. And each character is an archetype from one of those movies, the soldier or the scientist or what have you. And most of the people end up dying by the end. But one game session, 3 or 4 hours, is one movie. You get to the end of the movie, you're done. It's not an ongoing campaign. It's very fun. And a few other things as well. Some old school Dungeons and Dragons material. School Days, Tracy Barnett's new game about being an American teenager in high school. Again, you're using stereotypes. You got the cheerleader and the jock and so on. Microscope, another interesting game where you develop the setting together. And it's a good selection. People seem interested. And these are all games that if you ordered them from Europe, the shipping would just kill you to bring it over here from the United States. So it's nice that we have it all together.
Yep, sounds like a really nice collection. Well, thank you for your time, and I hope your Kickstarter pans out.
Thanks a lot. Okay. Oh, by the way, that's at catthulhu.com.
Okay, thank you.